Hey, so we're 13 days into Titans training camp, and we're about a week away from our first preseason game. So come on into the section and let's talk about a few things, of course, after the intro. Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Bonafide, and this is Section 240, a channel all about the Tennessee Titans, but from a fan's perspective. So the Hall of Fame game was a couple of days ago, and we are fully into this training camp thing, you know what I'm saying? So now, if you follow my instructions on this video, then you would be up to speed on a lot of these things that I'm going to talk about right now. But if you're not, that's fine. I get it. Social media is not for everybody. But we're going to talk about a few of the highlights and some of the lowlights that's been leading up to this first preseason game we're going to have with the 49ers that's going to happen on this Saturday. Now, first thing we want to talk about right off the bat, injuries, all right? Thank goodness, knock on wood, there hasn't been anything major. I think the most major one is DeAndre Hopkins. Now, first we had Chido. He was out with a little calf injury, the new cornerback from the Bengals. So he's been out, I guess, since the start of training camp. But he's dealing with a calf injury. Callie says that, he's going to let him work himself back through that. So we really haven't seen him on the field. Now, last week, I think warm-ups or during one of the practices, DeAndre Hopkins went down with a knee strain. Now, he won't require surgery, thank the Lord, but he's going to be out for like 4 to 6 weeks. So we looking at him being ready for game one. Now, he's a veteran. I ain't really tripping about it, but, I'm hoping it's more 4 weeks than it is 6 weeks. So one of these things that I've taken out, and then you get the normal nicks and cuts and bings and bangs and stuff during camp, but those are the two that kind of stand out. Now, granted, we haven't seen Jamal Adams really practice a lot, and we haven't seen L'Jarius Sneed on field. Now, Callie kind of does practice a little bit different than what we're used to, and that's kind of refreshing because, he kind of tells us up front, hey, who's hurt, who's not going to go, how long they're going to be out. It's night and day difference than what it used to be with the other guy. All right, so we haven't seen them practice. And also Sneed and probably Adams, I think he might be dealing with a hamstring thing. I think they may be on a different cadence. Callie seems to treat the vets a little bit differently when they do their recovery. So right now it's early in camp. I don't think it's going to be a real big problem. They're starters. They kind of know how to deal with their vets. So we go from there. Like Harold Landry just came back a couple of days ago from being sick for a little while. So hopefully the injury bug has subsided and made its way through the camp. It's like the flu. You catch a cold and then boom, 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 you out of there. So hopefully that's enough. We've seen enough. So knock on wood, we stay relatively healthy through the rest of training camp and throughout the season. But, we're going to keep praying. Now, the only other low light, and I ain't even really going to deal with this, is Buck and Jeff. Now, this has been resolved, so I'm not finna, and it's water under the bridge, so you're not finna get, if you want to go watch the video, you can find it, but I'm not gonna dig it back up. But like I said, I kind of get it from both sides, but I think the main thing here is that timing is everything. And I think timing was poor on both parts. The comments, the whole response, Buck stood his ground, is what you would expect, from somebody that's going to be taken as a serious media member. And Jeff voiced his disconcern, but the next day PK posted that they had made up, and Buck went on and Jeffrey went on to apologize, things like that. So I think it's like water under the bridge, but I don't think you want to be risking that too many more times, things like that. So, but, and it was a, bad look for both of them. But hey, it is what it is. Temper flare up. Men will be men, all that mumbo jumbo. But that was a low spot. It was a low spot, but then it was like a high spot because we got a lot of national media attention that we normally wouldn't get. Like people who don't talk about the Titans, we're talking about the Titans. but it's for the wrong thing. So yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I ain't finna hash it back up again, but you know, that is what it is. So I think that, to me, that was all the lowlights that I saw from there. So, but if you digging the content, go ahead and smash that like button. It's somewhere down here. Smash the like button and then hit the subscribe button. That way you can join the section, all right? So now let's really talk about what I saw based off of the Twitter reports and the, you know, following those group of people on the field and what's kind of like standing out for me. So now from all the accounts and purposes, things like that, the defense is way ahead of the offense at this point. And pump your brakes. This shouldn't be surprising, okay? This is a new offense, new team, new pieces, things like that. You know, definitely, you know, it's gonna take a little time for it to gel. But, you know, with that being said, the defense being ahead, this is not, I repeat, this is not going to be your Shane Bowen play 400 yards off the line of scrimmage and hope we can get pressure on the QB. Denard Wilson is a madman, all right? He is that's what I'm calling. Denard Wilson is a madman. He has these boys blitzing I don't know. I think Denard's middle name might be Blitz, all right? Because they flying off the ball. Every doggone tweet I see about the defense is Jeff or Tavondre and Jeff collapsing the pocket and either forcing like bad throws or incompletions or interceptions. And, you know, they say Kenneth Murray. Now, Kenneth Murray, look, and if you get up here, look, if you get on here and lie and say that you was happy about that Kenneth Murray sign, because nobody was. But it seemed like Denard Wilson then unlocked the key, because now you got big veterans saying that Kenneth is the leader. They say he thumping out there. He out there getting hits. So, you know, I'm liking what I'm hearing about that. Matt Jackson, he's the rookie safety. I think he got 3 interceptions already. So he's playing really well. Jarvis Brownlee Jr. is out here proving that he probably gonna be in the mix. He definitely gonna see some playing time. We'll talk about that in a minute. And like I said, this is all happening without Harold Landry. Like, he just came back. Snead ain't out there. Adams ain't really out there. And shoot, while I was writing this script, we just picked up Quandre Diggs to add to the safety. So I'm telling you, man, let me tell you something, man. This defense, man, it looking pretty good. It looking pretty good. Bad accent, don't worry about it. But it's looking pretty good, all right? At least right now. Like, on paper, you know, things change, people, but right now, this is a right? I ain't gonna say Legion of Boom. I'm not gonna say Raven defense, but I'm just saying, we not gonna be no pushovers. Hopefully, that is the thought. All right, now, Tavondre Sweat and Jarvis Brownlee Jr. name keep popping up every tweet, and I love to see it. You love to see those two names pop up. Sweat is doing, from all accounts and purposes, Sweat is doing everything that was advertised. I'm gonna pop this clip up of Callie, how Callie is feeling about Tavondre.
I feel it a lot. He's just so big and so powerful, and he's got real pass rush wiggle for a guy his size. I mean, he can get on the edge and work it. He's got fast hands, and I feel it standing back there. I feel the push. You know, those are two, him and Jeff inside. You feel that, and you watch him in one-on-ones, and he can win one-on-one, which a lot of times those big guys struggle to win one-on-one. But he's got enough quickness to do it. So I feel him in the middle of the defense, and I think that's a really good thing for us as a team. It's not great for me in practice.
Now, right now, Sweat and Big Jeff are going to make a lot of centers and interior offensive linemen upset, and I can't wait. I'm excited to see him this weekend. So hopefully he gets some extended snaps so I can see how he does. Now, I know he ain't gonna be playing against starters, same thing go with Brownlee, but I wanna see how he does when he get that game action, what we got, all right? Now, Jarvis Brownlee Jr., the cornerback, I got 2 words for you to describe that man: sticky and tough. Sticky and tough. He is looking like he is going to be a great addition to to the secondary. Shoot, even L'Jarius Sneed said that he reminded him of a younger version of himself. Don't believe me? Look at the clip.
Love how he come out every day, ready to work, and y'all see it on the field. He's progressing in the right direction.
So, these two are definitely going to be on my radar to watch on Saturday. I'm watching the game anyway. I know it's fake football, but I'm watching it anyway because I want to see what's going on. Now, let me drop this in you. Rudolph and Willis. All right, now I know it's preseason, and I know so you need something to kind of get you to like what's motivating me to watch this fake football. So why not watch a quarterback competition? Now we know Mason Rudolph was signed in the offseason to be the backup to Levis, based off of what happened in the previous years with Malik being the backup. Now that is not to say that Malik hasn't improved to the point where it's kind of being taught that he might need to get some reps with the twos. Now. And that's something that Rudolph has started off camp with the twos, things like that. So Callie said at the beginning of the camp it was going to be an open competition. So, and he's sticking true to his words. But, he wants Malik to get reps with the twos, but he doesn't want to demote Rudolph. So this is going to be interesting to me to see how many reps they get with the twos. Does Malik get reps with the twos the next time we have an open practice? Does he get reps with the twos in the preseason game? Are they swapping back and forth? So that is going to be something that's going to be super important during that last part of the game to kind of check out, especially this first preseason game. It's going to really tell us a lot. Now, for all accounts and purposes, Malik is improving, letting that thing go. The open practice, I think the open practice that they had at Nissan Stadium, Malik probably had one of his better days there, but we've all heard that before. So this game is going to go a long way into seeing what Malik can actually do, and is there really a competition? I mean, it makes for fun preseason football, at least to me. Now, last thing we're going to talk about here in this thing, and I think the last thing I saw is wide receiver. We probably got 100 wide receivers. That's what it feels like. We got 100 wide receivers. Now, that is a good thing. And the reason why I say it's a good thing is, one, it shows that our offense is changing from what it used to be. We used to have maybe 2 or 3 wide receivers. Y'all remember Cody Hollister and the dudes? We would have wide receivers on our team simply because they could block really well. That ain't this no more. We picking up wide receivers because they can catch the ball and run routes. So that is something that right there, the amount of wide receivers we got is really letting me key in on this offensive changing. And also gives Levis more weapons. He didn't have no weapons last year. Outside of DeAndre Hopkins and Derrick Henry, he really didn't have nobody else. So this is giving him more weapons. So, that's another good thing. Now, you already kind of know the top 3. We ain't even going to act like we don't know. It's going to be Hopkins, Ridley, and Boyd. Calvin Ridley is ridiculously flat. He fast. Ain't even a word for him. He faster than me saying the word fast. All right, that's how fast he is. All right. Now, every clip, every report I see, when I see, he out of there. But he fast. The Jaguars are idiots. If you're a Jag fan and you watching this video, y'all dumb. Because ain't nowhere in the world I would have let Calvin Ridley leave my team and go to the competitor. But hey, that's what you get when you support the Jacksonville Jaguars. Dumb decisions every day. Anyway, you got them 3, and then you got NWI. All right, come on, man. NWI truthful right here, all right? NWI. NWI is like the Honda Accord of wide receivers, all right? He's just reliable. You need a catch, boom, NWI. You need a first down, boom, NWI. You need a gunner, NWI. He's just like the Toyota Corolla Honda Accord of wide receivers. And then you got Kyle Phillips and Mason Kinsey. They like zombies, man. You gonna have to drive a stake through Mason Kinsey's heart during the full moon on the 50-yard line of the 3rd practice field at St. Thomas Sports Park to get him off of this team. So he just there, all right? And then we got Treylon. Okay. Jaquan Jackson, he making some name for himself. So I said all that to say this. We got a lot of wide receivers. So these preseason games that's coming up, one with the 49ers, I think we play the Saints, and I think the Seahawks. I think those are 3 ones we got. I'm gonna tell you something. If you're a wide receiver, there's a lot of pressure on you because there's a lot of people in that wide receiver room, and it ain't a lot of spots coming up. So if your name is not Hopkins, Ridley, or Tyler Boyd, you got a lot of work cut out for you, man, to make this squad. Oh, and NWI. Now I think NWI gonna be here regardless. So I know those are 4 locks on the roster, but everybody else, got to put some work in. All right. So like again, it's a good problem to have, but I think I don't even want to say it like that because I'm not a coach, I'm not honest, but it's almost feel like if you get a good pass and you drop it, you probably going to pack, turn your iPad in because it's too many wide receivers out here for us to have. And everybody's seemingly having a decent camp, all right? So that's all that really stood out to me. Obviously, there could probably be other things that stood out to you. If there was something I missed, drop it in the comments, let me know so I can talk about it next video. Definitely looking forward to this first preseason game on Saturday. I'm hyped about it because it's finally back on the field, and I'm ready to see the guys hit somebody that's not wearing two-tone blue. All right, so we got more videos coming out. We're going to recap the preseason game, so you make sure you're locked in with us on the section so you can you gotta like the channel, you gotta comment, and then you share this with other fans. If you know a Titans fan, tell them about Section 240 because we're trying to build up, we're trying to go hit 1,000 already. We so close. Don't forget, you're doing your friend a favor because they could win a Oilers throwback jersey. Because once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we gonna put your name in the pile and you might win a throwback jersey. All right. We don't forget, we're gonna be dropping some custom merch. So I don't know, might throw some custom merch in there for you too. So Section 240, don't worry, we coming. It's coming. I know. I feel like if you from Tennessee, you listen to 36 Mafia. I feel like I'm telling you a skit at the end of the album. But yeah, call me DJ Pop. But yeah, we're gonna be dropping custom merch. It's coming soon. So, like I always say, we getting hype about the football coming up this weekend. But remember, there is plenty of room in the section for us all. Until then, tighten up.